Hello everyone and welcome to the 7th episode of the 8BritGameChat. As always, I'm your host Tom Powter. Joining me is the usual bunch, but you don't need to their names. Of course you do. It's Javid Rahman, Tom Roach and Matt Stevens. Now we're not going to be doing our usual gig of 4 topics today. We're actually going to do something slightly different. Some of you might know, because we do have a lot of Nintendo fans here, that there was a big Nintendo Direct last night. And it was pretty good. So we're going to spend it doesn't matter how long, we're going to spend the first part of this kind of podcast talking about the Direct, what we thought of it, and then we're kind of going to segue into our predictions for this year's E3. So, yeah, let us know in the comments below if you watched the Direct, what you thought of it as well. But I'm just going to kick things off. That Smash news was the best thing, last night. Mewtwo, the date is a little further than I was hoping for, but that's just because I'm greedy.
We can wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2 whole weeks.
That is 2 whole weeks. We've waited this long though.
You've got Bloodborne to keep you.
That's very true, yeah.
That's true.
And then, but Lucas was just amazing news.
Oh, Shelby's
Lucas
not
was
fan
a
of that.
Lucas was a bit of a troll, but it's a good troll. I don't care about Lucas. I'll never play as Lucas, but I'm sure as hell going to buy him because that's just the sucker I am.
Yep.
But the main reason that Lucas is great is because it means they're willing to now do loads of Smash DLC. Because there was a lot of, for some crazy reason, there was a lot of talk beforehand that they were only going to do Mewtwo because Sakurai is moaning about his workload.
Because he's a bitch.
Yeah. But yeah, and it looks like, I imagine the bosses basically, especially with this whole vote for your own character thing, I imagine the bosses are like, shut up, do every damn character we want you to do because you make so much money.
Yeah.
So, and now that they've thrown open the field, I don't know who the hell to vote for.
I've done mine.
Who
I've done mine.
Who is it?
I voted for the new My Unit.
You'll never get it.
No.
Why would you waste your vote like that?
Who would you vote for?
You might get it.
Who the hell would that? That would just be
idea.
the stock. No, it's never going to happen.
Well, it's like Robin though.
Yeah, Robin is the already.
Robin's the My
true.
Unit of Awakening.
True.
So.
See, I was thinking of voting like popular, like Ridley, because then you have a chance of your vote actually working.
But you want it to be Ridley.
Well,
Yeah,
I
but
do like Ridley, but on the other hand, I'd rather vote for someone like Rayman. But we have no guarantee that third parties will even be included.
You've got to be careful about third parties.
I might vote for the Inkling.
Yeah, that's a good vote.
I've seen a lot of talk of people voting for Reggie. I've seen that playing around quite a lot.
But that would be.
If you're going to have that, you also have to have Iwata, and then you just have a fight again, don't you?
Yeah. You recreate that first
from E3 last year.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are voting for. Have any of you played the RPG Golden Sun?
No.
The main character of that is called Isaac, and a lot of people are voting for him. Now, one of our friends has voted for Isaac.
Yes, I knew he wanted Isaac. He's wanted Isaac for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Would that be the illustrious Saturn?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
And a lot of people are voting for the Donkey Kong bad guy, King K. Rool, because DK's got barely any representation.
Yeah, but who gives a shit about DK?
Pauline, I would
Oh,
agree.
People obviously do.
Pauline.
Yeah. Or Farger.
Yeah, okay. I see where this is going.
No,
Anyway.
but Ridley is one because I've never really played those games, but Ridley looks awesome,
Yeah, Ridley does look cool.
and I think we spoke about it when we were predicting who would be in it, and we said Ridley could be one because there's no real Metroid film.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Metroid is still a big series for them, and it's underrepresented.
Just because it's a series they're kind of allowed to die, really.
But it's definitely in this instance, it's worth voting for a character who's never appeared before, rather than.
Yes, I agree with that. I do agree with that.
So I thought Ice Climbers, but this
People
is our
will
chance
vote. People will vote that though.
Yeah.
Roy's going to get lots of votes from Melee, which is bollocks. They just shouldn't vote because he's just like Marth. Apart from he's a bit stronger.
I think we'll get them anyway
Yeah,
somewhere
exactly.
down the
I think
line.
we'll
Ice Climbers
almost certain
particularly,
we'll
so there's
get
no need.
The fact that Lucas is coming back means they're pretty much open to bring back
Anybody.
anyone, which is so. Apart from Pokemon Trainer, will never come back because they're not doing the transformations anymore.
No.
Pichu won't come back.
Pichu better not come back. But we'll get into that a bit later. But but that news was just so good for me when they were like, because I was thinking, we were all kind of thinking, what if they give us another character? And then it wasn't new, but it still opens up lots of
But
possibilities.
it wasn't one we were thinking of at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think we know how much these characters are going to cost because they'll probably go off the same pricing as Mewtwo.
Yeah,
which
probably.
is, I don't think they gave us a UK price, but we can probably gather it's going to be about the same. But in America, it's $3.49 if you want him on one console. Both, it's $4.49.
So that's what, $2.50?
It won't be $2.50 for us.
$3.50.
Yeah, I think it'll be about £4 as well, which isn't horrendous, especially if you get a lot of use out of them.
Yeah.
We don't have to pay for Mewtwo anyway.
For one character, that is quite a lot, though.
Yeah,
People will pay it, but you're not getting a lot of bang for your buck there.
I wouldn't be surprised if they end up doing
Packs.
a map and a character and some DLC like the Mii costumes and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that sort of pack.
Yeah. The standalones, it's going to get too expensive.
So the other stuff, that's nothing. That's going to take them nothing to do.
Those Mii costumes were actually quite a big announcement, even though I didn't really care about them. They were quite a big announcement.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think that is basically them setting us up, because no one's going to buy those Mii costumes individually. I don't think. But I think they were setting us up for,
might buy the
look,
packs.
this might be coming in the pack later on.
Yeah.
All right, we're just going to feature you slowly.
Yeah.
Some of those Mii costumes were undeniably cool though. There was that Majora's Mask one, which is awesome.
The Jaws Mask one did look.
I have no idea why you buy the Link pack. Just
The Link
play
pack-
as Link.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was a bit confused about. I thought
You can
really?
tell Nintendo
Why?
are noobs at this DLC thing, because they're doing what everyone started with, skins basically.
Everyone just assumes that it's going to be something like that.
At the same time, though, you can also tell they're new because now they're kind of just throwing DLC at you.
Yeah, they haven't learned to slow down
that
yet.
entire thing.
But the thing is, Nintendo are in the enviable position of having certain games that people want DLC.
Yeah.
It's like, hurry up with the Mario Kart DLC. Why are we only getting Smash characters every 2 months? Like, well, maybe even longer than that, because Lucas is June.
So that's the end of June.
Yeah. But one good thing about that is, though, that does kind of at least tell me that that character wasn't, like, cut from the game. Like, they are now developing him straight from the off. That's why it's taking so long after the game's come out.
And Mewtwo obviously wasn't cut, they just couldn't get it ready in time, so that can also be forgiven.
Yeah, possibly. But, so the Smash Bros, in my opinion, was the biggest news, but we'll move on from that now. But, in case you missed the Direct, if you registered both of your Smash Bros 3DS and Wii U games on Club Nintendo, you will be receiving a download code from Mewtwo on the 15th.
Yes.
And if you didn't, you have to buy him on the 28th. Which actually isn't too bad a wait if you didn't get it.
No,
well, if you didn't get it, you've never been sitting there going, "Oh my god, when's it coming?"
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
very true.
Yeah, you've thought about it, so.
Yeah. Other big Direct news then, I suppose, let's just move into your territory. Fire Emblem, the new Fire Emblem basically got an enormous trailer that just blew out loads of information
Well,
about the game. You may as well take it.
Two different Fire Emblems. We've got the I can never say this.
Shin Megami Tensei.
Thank you. Crossover with Fire Emblem, which there's been a big mix of feelings in the Fire Emblem community about this.
Some love it, some
love it, some hate it.
Purists probably.
It's very different to what people expected from the looks of things. But I can't say much about that because I don't really know much about it either.
Hello, UXL Taz. Thanks for joining us.
I thought it looked like just a good trailer, to be honest.
Well, we were saying it looked like Persona 4.
Yeah, I thought it was Persona. I don't think they
I think
showed
they're
any
linked,
Fire Emblem
aren't they?
characters.
They did show Fire Emblem
okay.
characters, but they were a bit weird. Like there was Lyn.
Was there?
Lyn was it? Apparently, Lyn was in it, and
You
she was
obviously missed
basically
that bit.
and she was
Jesus,
basically naked.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, it's,
was that the
it's
first
weird.
girl?
You should have watched
It's
the
weird.
director.
I bet he will do when we're done.
Yeah, I mean, it's very weird. I mean, like, I don't know if it's for definite, but someone said it was Lyn.
Okay,
so,
that's
you know,
interesting. That's interesting.
despite that,
Yeah, what do you think about
if I am excited, I mean, I was excited anyway.
Yeah.
As you very well know, I'm the whole two different versions in Japan. They're getting they're getting two different games, so they're getting the effectively the black version and the white version.
Yeah.
And they're going to get two different. They've got 4 versions of this game coming out. They've got one of each.
Mhm.
They've got a special edition, and they've got one where it's both of them in one game.
Yeah.
That's the one that everyone should
That's
be
the one
buying.
that everyone's going to get, and that's the one that we're going to get.
That's the only one.
I can pretty much. I can't say that for definite. I don't know if it's definite, but let's face it. They're not going to complicate things for America and here.
America.
They're just gonna.
They do with Pokemon.
They do with Pokemon, but I think that's a different sort of thing. Like,
It's always
guess.
been like that for
this
Pokemon,
is a new
hasn't it?
concept for them, so I reckon they're just going to throw over the single game with both the stuff in, and it might just have an increased price or something. I don't know.
Obviously, it's popular here and in America, but it's so much more popular in Japan. Do you reckon they're just doing it in different versions there because they can get away with it? Because they know people will just buy two?
Probably. I mean, the release date in Japan is the 25th of June this year.
That's really early.
Which is balls.
Amazingly early. Bear in mind that we're meant to be getting it in 2016, so there's fuck knows what they're
Typical
doing for 6
Nintendo
months.
localization there.
Probably, yeah, localization.
Well, did you not hear him? He said, we're aiming for 2016.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever
Yeah,
that's supposed to mean.
To be
God
honest,
knows.
that could mean
God knows.
3 months down the line they're like, we're done, it's coming out at Christmas.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
it could
unlikely, and more likely they'll be like, it's a bit later, but
Yeah.
I think it
Who
could go
knows?
either way.
I mean, who knows? I think Pokemon now do it where everything worldwide releases
Yeah.
at the same time.
Like, you
Well,
mean
I
like
can't find them.
you mean like most of the rest of the gaming industry?
Well, yeah, I know, but like, I've always, Pokemon's been a bit behind. This is really far behind.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, I'm really excited for that game.
There were the days when Pokemon, the Japanese used to just get different versions from us. They got red and green, didn't they?
Yeah.
They got green, yeah.
Yeah. And we got blue.
Yes, UXL, Taz, our questions are about gaming. So the next up, we had a hell of a lot of Amiibo news. A hell of a lot of Amiibo news. Let's start first then with the new Amiibo that are coming. I want Bowser Jr.
Bowser
In July,
Jr.
it looks
definitely,
awesome. Ganondorf looks cool as well. I'm disappointed that the Duck Hunt Joe wasn't actually a thing yet. I mean, it will be, but it wasn't a thing yet.
That'll just come later.
Yeah.
Well, they've said every Smash character's getting one, so...
Yeah, well, Mewtwo and Lucas are getting one. I want the Mewtwo one.
Yeah. Mewtwo one's really awesome.
Because he's got a very cool official
But
pose.
did they say when the Mewtwo one was
No.
coming? No. It's just...
And
TBC.
Mewtwo will be... Well, I don't know. Mewtwo could come in time for the next wave. But, so, there's obviously more Amiibo than that. What do you think of the Yoshi Woolly World Amiibo?
I really want it.
It's just literally just a yarn Yoshi
It's a
that
cool
works
idea.
like an Amiibo.
It's a really cool
I really
idea.
want it. I love
I think
that
it's a
thing.
cool idea as
Like,
well.
I mean, like, you look at my room. I've got
You've
stuff.
got
I mean,
you
look,
knocking around
just
over
there you go.
here and-
I've got little things like this, little Yoshis and stuff. Yeah, I want it.
It'll probably be. I'll probably go OCD over the fact that one of my Amiibos not a statue.
That's why I wouldn't be able to get it, because I couldn't go.
I'd be alright. No,
I mean, I guess you just plonk it
it's,
there with the rest of them.
It's really world. I mean,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
game's looking awesome. It's like,
Woolly
it's-
World is looking incredible, and it has a release date
Yeah.
of June the
Sixth.
26th or something like that. But
Yeah,
one cool thing about Europe is that we're getting it first. America is just
yeah.
fall.
Yeah.
That's really rare.
That's interesting. That,
And Woolly World is
we
looking
usually
great.
last.
Yeah.
Obviously, if they think for that particular game, there's a market over here.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Fair
because the
enough.
Americans don't call it wool and wouldn't understand what they're buying.
Yeah. I think it's just
Yarn.
Yarn Yoshi over there.
It's a Yarn Yoshi.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
crap.
that's not as good. Well, we played Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah, we did.
EGX.
Yeah, it's a really good game. It looks amazing.
Yeah, the graphics are incredible.
And the concept was probably pitching that concept would be like, why the hell would you want to do that? But it's worked really well. I will get the game. I don't have many Nintendo games, but
No.
Woolly World, it's gonna be great.
I like
Yeah, it looks cool.
I like that they went to the effort with the Amiibo to actually make it look different, because all the others, they thought the stance of the character, but otherwise they've all looked fairly samey.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
a nice
that was
idea.
different.
It is a nice idea,
Which-
and it gets bundled with the game.
Yeah. Well, there's a few that are doing that as well, because one of the other Amiibos that we're getting,
Mm-hmm.
the Splatoon ones, can also pick up. You can get the
I think the
you can get
only
the
one.
squid with the game.
That's the
can't you?
only way
Yeah.
you can get the squid, which is a
No,
joke.
it's not. There's that pack of 3
We can buy them all.
Really?
where you can buy them all. I don't know if it was announced in the.
Definitely
I
wasn't.
don't think it was announced in the UK and the Europe one, but it was
Oh,
announced
okay.
in the American one.
Oh,
I
okay.
did
So
see
we'll
it.
we'll get
There
it
was a
Hopefully
some.
pack
we'll get
of
it
3, with all 3 in.
Okay. Really, the only one I
because
want
I-
is the squid, though.
Yeah.
After I watched that, I watched the American one.
Oh,
Oh, right, okay, just
I like to see the differences. That's all. Like,
fair enough. Yeah,
probably
fair
a
enough.
lot on theirs are usually better.
So what are the other 2 in the pack?
Just the guy and the girl, the orange-haired girl and the blue-haired
Oh.
guy. But
I still
they're
think
I think they're good
awesome.
statues, though.
yeah.
Mm.
The squid one looks awesome. Can you like quickly find a picture of this? Because I think the squid
Yeah.
amiibo is really cool.
I've not got any of this set up. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, we just keep talking anyway. But the squid one is like it's the first amiibo that's got like proper stuff going on. Like the squid is there, and then there's paint like shooting out.
Yeah.
It looks really. It's a really nice little model actually. But yeah, they're bundling the squid amiibo with Splatoon,
Yeah.
and they're bundling the Yoshi amiibo with Woolly World. So it's the sort of thing they're getting into doing now.
They gave us a price. Well, I think it was £60 for it with the game with the amiibo. I think
That's not bad.
I can't remember.
But yeah, so that was cool. I mean, they did really show us any more amiibo figures as such, but they did show us a couple of other amiibo related items. Jared, I know you don't particularly like the idea of amiibo cards.
No, like I mean, obviously we're in a room where there are quite a few of them, and the statues are nice. Like, you're getting what you pay for, and they look really good. The cards are just kind of, I mean, I know they're not quite the same, but they just feel like cop-outs to me.
Right. What am I looking up?
Just Splatoon, Squid, Amiibo. But
Are the cards coming with Amiibo? They
no,
said?
they're
replace-
instead of Amiibo.
Why?
Well, it's cheaper.
There we go.
It's only for Animal Crossing at the moment.
Yeah, that is. Oh yeah,
That's the pack of 3.
That's a cool pack.
That's cool.
$35 it says up there.
Yeah, but that'll be £35
I mean, yeah,
by
it
the
is
time it gets here.
obviously-
Yeah.
In fact, it'll be more than that.
That's still not bad though, since they retail it for 50.
No, so that's why it'll probably be 40 by the time it gets
Yeah.
here.
I love the Squid one though. The Squid
Squid's
one's so
awesome.
good.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I really like the other 2 as well. I like all 3 of them.
yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, they're good
They're not
models,
bad.
yeah.
But I just think I love the Squid one.
steals the show.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, of course it
it's
does.
just a really nice model. But hello. But yeah. So the Amiibo cards then. All they showed us, I think, was a couple of Animal Crossing characters, and they're
Yeah.
using them mainly for side characters, which I'm actually all right with.
There you go.
Because
Yeah.
I don't expect them to build yeah, there you go, an amiibo for every single bloody Nintendo character that's ever lived.
Yeah.
No, of course not. Did they not say a while back? It's not going to let you have that picture.
No,
They
it's not.
yeah, they did say a while back that it might be in place of
Like, if they, instead of remaking models, they just say Mario
Yeah,
sells that
it
everywhere.
was-
yeah,
rude,
that
wasn't
would
it?
be awful.
No.
I can't. No one's going to go into game or whatever and pick up a Mario.
It's not as
card.
cool. Like, you can have a stack of cards, and who gives a shit? Having
Yeah.
the model is what.
Oh yeah, I
is
mean
what
this
you want it for.
this is for these sort of characters where they're they're game specific.
Well, they're kind of throwaway.
Throwaway. Yeah, I mean not quite.
I'm surprised
throwaway,
Isabel's
but-
only a card because she's like in
like-
Mario Kart and everything.
But yeah, but things like all these Animal Crossing characters, you got these weird, all the animals. No
Yeah,
one gives
yeah,
a shit about them.
exactly.
If you're going to pick up a couple of the cards, that's in maybe a stack of 5 that you
The
get.
price for them will be
you know,
important.
the price of a booster pack, maybe.
Well, and they're also releasing that peripheral which allows you to use Amiibo with a 3DS that doesn't have the
So the old
Yeah.
the
one,
built-in
basically.
stuff. Yeah.
Built-in is great.
How often do you use your Amiibo?
On a 3DS.
Granted, not often because
Yeah, exactly.
it's early days for the new 3DS.
Yeah.
It's early days.
Speaking of Amiibo functionality, though, I wasn't that impressed with the Yoshi Woolly World functionality. It's literally just you get a second Yoshi to.
Yeah, it
walk
was
around behind
really
you.
pointless, wasn't it?
I mean, I quite like that.
Seems a
I
bit
do
lazy
still.
to me.
I mean, it does. Yeah, sure. It does seem a bit lackluster, but I mean, it's additional functionality to the game.
No, see,
That's
what do you know? Do you want to know what that was? They go, right, we want an amiibo of this. You need to find a way to make it useful.
Yeah.
And they probably said this a week before they said we're done. So
Yeah.
they go, crap.
Yeah.
I think it could lead to some interesting gameplay.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But speaking of Amiibo functionality, I think we were all a bit annoyed with this actually, and that's they're starting up that new Amiibo tap thing, which is the retro games thing.
Yeah.
But apparently, like you tap an Amiibo and you're supposed to be able to play one of their first ever game.
Yeah.
So like if it was, I don't know, say like if it was Pokemon,
Like
character,
you get
you'd
with
the first ever
Smash.
Pokemon game, yeah.
We get the
But
2
it's
hour demo.
random game. I think a random game.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, it's like you tap Mario and you don't necessarily get Mario.
Yeah, you
That's
end up getting
stupid.
F-Zero up or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, why?
I tapped this because I want to play that
Yeah.
game.
I think
I mean,
that's really
I
stupid.
can understand where, like, I think I mentioned this to you at the time. I can understand when it's something like Bowser. I mean, you might have a Mario game in that, but there's no Bowser-led game, for example. Or another example might be.
Well, once you've got loads of Pokemon ones,
Yeah,
what are you going to do then?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that in that regard, that's
I
kind
think
of
there
good.
seems to be a little bit of a limitation, but on here as well, they've added stuff like Excite Bike.
Yeah, see, that's kind of
And,
cool. Balloon fight.
See, I reckon a lot of these are because they want people to maybe experience these games, and they know you wouldn't bother.
No, what you mean is they're all in the eShop, so they can all link to them,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
people can buy them.
Yeah, yeah. But they're like,
That's what they've done.
but they're games that you wouldn't necessarily like. They've got 3 Kirby games on there. Chances are you aren't going to buy 3 Kirby games.
Yeah.
However, if you accidentally come across 3 Kirby games, you might.
You get the full game though, don't you?
You get
No, isn't it 2 hours again?
no, you get 3 minutes.
You don't get 3 minutes.
You're only allowed to play it 3 minutes at a time.
What's the
And
And
you
you
just-
must be joking.
And you just, no, I'm not. Honestly,
Can you find that? That's
Yeah.
rubbish. That's ridiculous.
That's IGN.
you don't get the.
That's not going to have it.
Oh, Jen,
Oh,
3
yeah,
minute
there you go.
gameplay sec. That's
Yeah.
a joke, Nintendo.
Yeah, that's why it's so pointless.
Yeah, that's even worse. Yeah,
It's honestly pointless. I mean,
3 minutes, like barely you walk across
It's
a
just-
screen in 3
yeah.
minutes.
How many months do you reckon they spent developing this?
What you can do is swap through different. They call them scenes, so different areas of the game. So, say if you're in one world in Mario at one point, and then say you wanted to move on to another world, you tap your amiibo back on the thing, and it will change it to another section of that game.
I
And
wanna
it's
I still think that's a joke though.
I want to
'cause
play through
Amiibo-
it though.
That's all
Amiibo
3 minutes, all in that 3 minutes still.
Amiibo retail at £15 here. That's about the price of one of these.
I know.
That's even
It's-
more expensive than one of these retro games. That's daylight robbery. That is.
Yeah.
So that's
This is
shit.
just advertising.
Yeah,
At the
well,
end of the day.
And
this
now
is-
that is complete advertising.
literally a pointless thing that they're just trying to show off.
Buy that instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I have to say that's good product placement advertising there.
Yeah.
Buy that one.
You can also visit other news sites if you want.
But
They're not biased.
yeah, no, we're not
Oh
buying.
no, I'll just pick up the first one that's on there.
It'd be kind of weird though, because obviously the Amiibo have their own kind of data.
Yeah.
So imagine if like you scanned another Amiibo, you got the same damn game.
I'd rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Who would
one
rage?
thing that actually I don't think they might have thought about.
But can you only use that amiibo once to get the game?
Don't know.
Yeah, I don't really
They
know. To
haven't
be
said
honest.
a lot about it.
Don't know.
But for 3 minutes, if
It's-
you can
it's-
keep doing it,
it
3
won't
minute
be-
segments is a joke. I think that's really bad.
Well,
I'll end
yeah,
up breaking
you
the
won't be
bottom
able
of the
to-
thing, so I'll just be doing this fucking constantly.
Yeah, put it this: you won't be able to play the full game. It's basically a demo.
3 minutes though.
Yeah,
That's so bad.
That's not even a
it's-
demo, is
it's
it?
a masterpiece. It's like exactly the same as the masterpieces on Smash.
I'm sure they're longer than 3 minutes.
They're 3 minutes.
Jeez.
Trust me, they're 3 minutes. I've
Christ.
played a few of them. They are 3 minutes.
The Nintendo.
And I don't think Nintendo quite
not-
understand a demo.
I'm not going to buy a game after playing it for 3 minutes.
No, of course you're not.
Well, moving on from that.
Yeah,
that's
I think we should.
that's a joke. They showed off more of Mario Maker. Was anyone interested in that game?
I'm not interested in that.
It looked better than I kind of remembered it.
That's because they didn't show
I'm-
anything before.
Like,
Well, they did, but
I'm just gonna.
I think it's kind of neat.
pick whatever the first one is. Like I really like this idea because there's going to be so many people who have thought about wanting to make their own stuff, Mario games before and stuff like that, and this lets them just make levels like that.
And you can change the graphics, can't you? So it goes up to like New Super
And
Mario Bros.
there's going to be so many people making effectively full-length games using this. or
Yeah,
Mario
that's
games.
cool.
That's epic.
Is
You
that-
could play
but-
this for as long as you want.
No, you only get 3 minutes.
Damn. That's £30 down the drain.
Yeah, yeah.
30?
But that's
Yeah, that
lazy.
is your lucky.
Do you think this is
yeah.
sort of a bit of a cop? They can't be bothered to make any more games.
No,
They-
this,
No,
I think it's just
no.
quite
This
a
is
neat little
really
offshoot.
good idea. This
And
is
it
a really
won't
good
be.
idea.
I don't think it's Nintendo's big studio doing this.
No, this is cool.
If it is, then they're wasting your time.
Then they're wasting the time. Yeah,
I like how you can change different art styles as well.
Yeah, that's
To
cool.
your favourite art style.
that
Like,
is cool.
I will get this, and I will making everything in the Mario U because that looks good.
Oh,
The
what
new
New
one.
Super Mario Brothers? Yeah.
Because that just looks awesome.
Yeah, that is
I mean,
cool. Yeah, that is cool.
I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
We also got, like we were talking about Woolly World, we got a Splatoon release date, which is
Yes, we did.
May. So Nintendo have got, there's quite a lot of stuff coming out in April. They've got Splatoon for May and Woolly World for June, and Lucas for June. I'd say they're decently covered.
Well, they were pretty much everything that we pretty much thought they had to talk about, other than Star Fox.
Yeah, there
Was
was no
mentioned.
word on Star Fox at all, which is honestly kind of weird.
Well, but all that means is they're clearing the decks for
Yeah.
Yeah,
later in
yeah.
the year to talk about it.
I think so. We'll get onto that.
There was quite a hefty announcement made actually in this direct, and that's that there are 60 Nintendo 64 games coming to the Virtual Console.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's a decent selection as well
It's
to
about
start
time.
with. Mario 64, DK64, and there was another one which I can't remember now.
No, and it's not Smash, was it?
No, it wasn't Smash. Well, I mean, Mario Kart DS was the
Mario
DS
Kart
game.
DS.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there was some WarioWare touched game as well. That was it.
Are they going to be retail price or?
I doubt it.
No,
they'll be standard.
Well, they'll be
£10.
retail what they're worth now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I think they're down about £10 or something like that.
That's alright because
Well,
that might go.
there are some crazy good deals though. Like
Yeah.
if you've already got Mario 64, for example, on your Wii, you can upgrade to the Wii U just for like £2 or something like
Yeah,
that,
which
which
I need
is
to go
actually
do.
really good.
Actually.
Yeah, because you can do that now. Actually, they're out now, and I would totally play through Mario 64 again. But yeah, there's really good deals as well. Like if something like if you buy all three, you get the third one for the fourth one for free or something like that.
Thinking about it, they recently took down the HD remake of Mario 64. I know why now. because they were just re-releasing it, so they were just like, we don't want anyone playing this because we're just about to sell it again. That will be why that got killed so quickly.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but they'd have probably been working on this for a while, and they've known about this fan thing, and they've waited.
Yeah, but the fan thing's
last week.
You wait till it's out to kill it.
Yeah.
There's no point killing it when it's in production. You might as well actually wait till it's done.
Still
Yeah, but that's a lot of people's hard work wasted.
Yeah, but
he'll get it out again.
Nintendo don't care as well.
No.
Heartless
But that Mario
bastards.
64 HD remake needs to happen.
Yeah, it does.
That does need to happen.
One day, in like 30 years when HD's given up, Nintendo will make an HD remake.
First thing's for your prediction anyway, so.
But yeah, I think we're pretty much coming to the end now. I just want to touch on a couple of not so major things, but there were those rather decidedly mobile-looking games they started talking about. They're not their mobile games, I hasten to
But they look like they could
definitely
be.
look like they're moving into that.
They've started to do a few. I mean, like I mentioned this.
They have
yesterday.
Royal Rumble. No, they have Pokemon.
They had the Pokemon thing.
They mentioned
they had the
Pokemon
crap,
Rumble.
the crap attack on site. The graphics for that
Oh
were
yeah, that
so
was awful.
poor.
That wasn't the mobile thingy though.
No.
The mobile thing
It
was
was
that
something
weird
like
like
Warrior
two-
Stone
yeah,
thing,
but
whatever
the
it was called.
Vikings or some shit
I
like
don't
that.
know. I
Swords and something too.
And they had the Puzzle and Dragon thing
Swords
as
and
well.
Warriors. I
Puzzle
think
and
it was.
Dragon Z, and then Puzzle and Dragon Super Mario Brothers edition.
I love the box art. It was just stock images
Yeah.
from old games. But
Question there.
what would you guys think of a Clay Fighter next gen game? I don't know what that is, I'm afraid.
No idea.
You've got the internet. Go on the internet.
Yeah, we'll look at that.
But yes, I was not impressed with any of their kind of indie stuff or the mobile stuff of that.
SNES game.
But that would be quite a update taking it from the SNES. But yeah,
You hate it.
huh?
Who's the guy that was involved?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's unlikely to happen anymore.
I don't
Nintendo
know.
don't even own that, so that won't
I
happen.
don't know.
Yeah, that's probably not going to go.
Anyway,
But yeah, basically, finally, as far as the direct was concerned, we got more Mario Kart information. They're bringing 200cc to the series for the first ever time.
I now quite like.
Do you know what it looked like?
I'm fairly. I'm a bit more down for it than I was.
It
to
looked like
start with.
changing from 30 FPS to 60.
Yeah.
That's what it, because it just suddenly, everything's gone really quickly all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm a bit more
That's
down
cool.
for it than I was, but I kind of feel like it skips out a lot of the track. Like there's that bit in Dolphin Shoals, you know, you get to the end of the track and you have to do
Fly
the.
over.
You have
When
to
he's
do the
jumping
my most
over all
hated
of it.
part, it just flies over.
yeah, but it's a good corner because you have to be able to drive well to make it round it, but now you just go straight over it.
It's just because the tracks
does
weren't designed
require-
with this in mind.
What
yeah,
they did
that is
say
exactly right.
What they did say though, it does require you actually having to use the
Brake,
brakes.
yeah.
that's
I'm pretty
cool.
sure I
That
don't.
was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I quite like that because no one uses.
Well, you
the
can't
No
just sit
one
there
uses
accelerating
the
and
brakes.
drifting.
No.
Yeah, no one uses the brakes.
So that's gonna
Races will
grow
go
the
like that,
skill. Yeah, exactly. The skill will.
Well,
go
you
up.
might just have to have more laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. They might put more laps on, actually. Yeah, everything might go to 5 or something like that.
Otherwise, they're going to be like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's really about it. They didn't actually tell us much about the new DLC. Just they showed off the Animal Crossing stage and a
Animal
bit of
Crossing,
villager
yeah.
driving around.
Which was fine. It looked
Yeah.
a bit like the Hyrule
Yeah.
stage, which it just looked a bit boring to be honest.
Yeah.
That stage.
It's- It's possible we might get more about the Mario Kart DLC at E3, which brings us to our E3 predictions, of course.
Yeah.
Nice
So
segment,
Yeah.
Mario Kart DLC
I know
at
what I'm
E3.
Yeah. So now we're just going to discuss our predictions for this year's E3, which is obviously the biggest game show in the world of the year.
Apart from this,
Yeah, all apart from this.
Yeah,
We've-
they'll be. We'll be getting a call soon.
hopefully.
Yeah, we've each come with our own predictions for E3, and when I say we each, I basically mean us two. The other two are leeching off our.
I have a lot of Nintendo stuff.
Go on then. Oh, you can start.
Okay,
Spotlight
fine,
is
on
fine,
Nintendo
fine,
predictions, man.
fine. Okay, well,
Prepare
basically,
for some ridicule, by the way.
as I've said many times in the last couple of weeks, I think that the whole Mario Galaxy 2 being released is still bugging me. Like, why didn't they do 1?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they did 2, not 1.
They prefer to.
Maybe they prefer to, but it just makes sense to me that it'd be 1, not 2.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're going to get some sort of either some sort of HD remaster of that game. I think that's going to come
Of Galaxy 2.
of Galaxy.
Oh yeah, Galaxy 1 would be
Of
amazing.
Galaxy 1 HD remake. I think we're going to get that.
That'd be cool. I'd be so down with that.
Like-
and I tell you what, something backs that up. Actually, I was actually really expecting that when they were doing the whole 30th anniversary thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I thought they were going to do something.
But then he was like, "We'll be showing you more." Like, he said something about we'll be doing more to celebrate the 30th thing later, and that just screams
the
to me
30th
remakes.
anniversary. Like something big is coming.
It could be pretty much everything.
Yeah, it could
There
be.
is
It
something
could be
big
remakes and a new Mario game.
Yeah.
If this really is the 30th anniversary, I had no idea it was.
I mean,
the problem
it's
is
been bubbling under
there's
the
no
surface
point
this 30th
if you want to do a
anniversary
new Mario game, you want to have it come out on the 30th anniversary. It probably won't. So
Yeah,
it could
no,
just be
yeah, but-
remakes, I think. But it could be
There's definitely something.
it could be remakes and
there.
a reveal.
All
Release
the
and a
3D
reveal or some
ones,
shit.
maybe.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Although I do kind of think we're getting our hopes up a little bit.
Probably.
this
but-
is Nintendo after all, guys.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's a good
I don't
prediction.
know. Who
What else
knows?
you got?
What else have I got?
Yeah.
Well, for they have to
yes.
show off Star Fox. They just have to.
Yeah. I mean, Star Fox will.
That's a
will
given.
turn up.
Whether it's called Horizons or not, we don't know. But
Yes, there was a web page.
yeah.
So there was the web page that went live yesterday.
Doesn't mean it's
Um,
legit.
Granted, you're right. It doesn't mean it's legit, but the look of the web page, like it's got all the Nintendo stuff. It's got all the links there. I'm
To be
struggling
fair,
to see.
Rayman was incredibly
That's
believable.
fair enough. That's fair. Yeah, no, you're right. There's a lot of effort there to go to if it was not legit.
Or Nintendo could
that's
have
what I
made
thought
it
about
as a
Rayman.
big
Yeah.
old smoke screen.
Well,
Yeah,
that's true.
maybe.
No, you're right.
It's called Horizon Star Fox.
Like,
Yeah.
Do you think there's any chance this will get delayed?
What, Star Fox?
No,
No.
100% no.
You sure? Because
One game.
What are they going to have? Yeah. What?
what was the like?
But what do you think they might find bugs and they'll go? We have to. But do you think they'll just release it buggy?
They literally have at the moment nothing else to come out the rest of the year.
Yeah,
Star Fox
They
is
have
100%
choice.
coming out.
Yeah, I think so.
there's
And
delays. There's delays.
and it'll
Zelda,
be
so everything else.
October at the latest, I think.
Yeah.
I think
But
it'll
they've
be out
delayed
October.
Zelda to presumably work on it, so anyone's still.
Star Fox is nowhere near as complicated as Zelda, though.
Yeah.
And also, Zelda, I'm pretty sure they'd only just started and that was a vertical slice. Whereas obviously Star
Oh,
Fox,
definitely, yeah.
Star Fox had actually done stuff already.
Yeah, Star Fox, I actually reckon it's going to be further along than we think it is.
Yeah,
Like, I think when
Oh,
they show
yeah.
it off at E3, they'll be almost done.
yeah.
What do you think?
I think-
December release date, November.
Earlier than that.
Earlier than that.
October
way
at the
earlier.
latest.
Could be October. I think could shake the boundary between November and October. But I think Nintendo, it's basically Star Fox is not Smash Brothers. They can't go toe to toe with the massive releases that come out in the November period.
No.
So yeah, October's probably more likely.
Yeah.
They need to bring out some other guns, actually, otherwise
There's-
this Christmas
there's a-
is going to be...
And there's a lot of
It's
things
not
they
going to be a
need
white
to-
Christmas for them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things they need to talk about.
Yeah.
Like, we know nothing about any Pokemon yet.
Other than that Rumble.
But yeah, I'm talking a legit
You mean
Pokemon
proper?
game.
Yeah. They're doing something with the franchise, though.
We're doing something with the franchise, but I don't think we're going to get a Pokemon game this year. So I don't think we're going to see Pokemon at E3.
Yeah, interesting.
I don't think we'll see it at all. But still, I wonder if Metroid might pop up at some point as just a title or something.
Nah,
as a
not
working
happening.
title.
They said that only talking about 2015 games. Metroid ain't happening this E3.
It'd be good if they kept it secret, but I really doubt it. If they can't really manage their own.
They might say they're
productions.
only talking about 2015. But
I reckon.
Yeah,
I reckon
yeah,
they're
I
gonna.
mean-
I reckon they're only gonna
Yeah,
talk about
I mean,
2015. 'Cause
we'll
they'll
see
talk-
what happens,
I reckon
but-
they'll have shitloads of 3DS stuff rather than Wii U stuff, and that's where the focus will be.
yeah,
I do
I'm
have a
cool with that, but
I do have a feeling though they will show us. I know they said they won't, but I think we'll get a Zelda trailer. I really do think so. I think if they initially thought it could come out in 2015, they would have had to have done enough.
Now
to at least make a
months.
trailer.
We're 2 months from E3. They could. That they gave themselves enough time to say, yeah, we're not going to be able to be at E3 to show anything. So I don't think we will.
They might just. It's optimistic, of course.
I'd be very surprised if Zelda was at E3 since they have explicitly told us it won't be.
Yeah.
They
no,
don't, also they don't
Zelda
want
won't
to drag
be.
it through three
might be.
E3s.
Yeah,
if it's just not mentioned this year, then it's fine. It's only been through 2.
But say it comes out in when would it? Say
End
it
of
comes
2016.
so that's still a while.
It's possible it might be at Tokyo Game Show.
Could be, but Nintendo don't traditionally have a huge presence there.
No, but it might show up, or it might just literally not show up until.
It might be.
I think it'll be shown off before E3 2016.
It'll be direct.
Yeah.
It'll
But-
definitely be in a major direct.
But I just think that if they initially plunged 2015, they must have done something enough to
What do you
create a
mean?
trailer or
What, Zelda?
yeah. I mean, we got that trailer last.
None of it will be
E3.
gameplay if they do that, in which
Nah.
case there's no point.
That trailer they showed us at last E3 was a cut scene from the game at best, if it was even that.
I reckon they made it just for that.
Yeah,
I reckon
possibly.
it was nothing.
Because
Because
Nintendo do that a lot.
if
A
the
lot
game,
of companies do
if
that.
the game is a year and a half away, because I'm assuming it's later in 2016, if it's a year and a half away, the game ain't coded yet.
Mm.
But don't say 2015 if you fucking know you're not gonna. This just annoys me. This whole thing. It's like you can't say 2015, then delay it a year. I mean,
They'll
then
have
you either
They'll have been-
know you can't make 2015, or you definitely know it. So don't say you're gonna hit 2015.
They'll have been under pressure because obviously Nintendo know what's coming out year on year, and they know well in advance what's coming out year on year, and they probably knew there's nothing big this year.
The thing is, as a company, you have to say things. You can't just go quiet and like
Because everyone
do nothing.
Because everyone then thinks you've got nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
But they have got nothing basically. So just-
No, they have Zelda. That's the
Well, they
important thing.
had Zelda, yeah.
But-
Yeah. That's the important thing.
But
And Zelda's still coming. That's the idea.
yeah, 2018.
And they want to put
Probably.
more things in. And Zelda fans are happy about that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the
I think-
principle of Marvel saying there's films until 2030 or whatever. They've got the book full,
Yeah.
so people are okay. That's coming. That's coming. If you were looking to buy a Wii U, which no one is, but if you were, you might look at what games might be coming out, and if you don't see anything, you're not going to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think even the Star Fox game isn't going to sell units.
Of course it's not.
I don't even think a Zelda game.
Nothing will sell. Nothing will
No,
sell.
Smash
Wii U
is the
anymore.
only thing.
The Wii U's
The Wii
finished.
U's is
What do you think a new Mario game could?
No,
no.
Not at all.
Smash Brothers was the Wii U's best shot.
Yeah.
People
so,
that will play a 3D Mario game already own the damn thing.
yeah, so it's a shame that they fucked up.
Yeah, it is a bit of a shame,
Yeah.
but hopefully
What about
they'll
the
learn from next one?
actually the Amiibo game? Because I think something.
The Amiibo are taking off unquestionably,
It won't sell
but
after Wii U.
Nintendo are messing up there as well. Where's the stock? We can't get our hands on one. I'd buy Amiibo if they were around, but I can't see them anywhere.
That would be an even bigger problem if they make a fucking game with it.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
then you'll actually want the thing to do
Yeah.
something with it, and then they
Yeah,
have a
there
real
is that.
problem.
There is that issue.
It's weird when there's a business that make a product that people want, but they don't produce it to sell it.
Nintendo don't understand stock control at all.
But
They've
they're
done,
like-
there have been so many cases of this.
Yeah, you're
We've-
right.
The
we've got-
Amiibo.
You've been burned with the.
The bloody the 3D not 3DS the
GameCube
GameCube adapter they had a problem with it. The Wii, okay, I'll let them off a little bit because it's a console release, but they had
And demand was huge. for the Wii,
massive
though.
problems with that.
Yeah.
They've done it several times recently, and they really should know better.
Mm. But then so did the other companies. I mean, like PlayStation one was
True.
so
True.
bad.
Maybe I'll let them off the Wii because consoles are a bit difficult, but like the GameCube controller, the adapter, they should have seen. Hang on a minute, this number of GameCube controllers have been sold. We need at least this. Plus, people will already have them.
I think with the GameCube adapter, they should have just been like, Smash is going to sell loads.
Make
Why don't we just
extra.
make more GameCube? Yeah.
Yeah, would have made. You'd have thought it would make sense.
Yeah.
But
That's
this
by
is
I mean, that's by
Yeah.
the way, isn't it? It's is what it is.
Shall we move on?
no.
Well,
And
Smash
the
and Mario Kart DLC.
I mean,
yeah.
I meant to more Nintendo predictions.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Finn just said a second ago. Finn said that
Master Killer. We will move on to our Xbox predictions soon enough.
we'll be guessing.
We're
there.
still on it. We're still on Nintendo at the moment.
There's not that much guesswork. There's some education behind some of it.
Some of it. Yeah.
Finn. Yeah, that's essentially my very first Smash Bros. Prediction. I predict that there will be another character at E3. They'll have another reveal trailer.
Yeah.
I think it'll be Wolf. That's my prediction. I'm sticking with it until the character shows up and I change it last minute.
I reckon we'll get two.
I think we'll get two as well.
I
Yeah, but
reckon
I
we'll
think
get a newcomer
certainly
and
we'll get Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you say, Wolf. It's either going to be Wolf or it's going to be Ice Climbers,
I think it's more likely to be Wolf.
or just one Ice.
Just I don't think
No,
they'll do
if
that.
they're going to get Ice Climbers, it'll be both.
It's not Ice Climbers, is it, without-
Yeah, it'll be
um,
Pogo or whatever his name is.
But they have to get rid of Popo and Nana. But they have to get rid of
Popo.
the 3DS issue before they even begin
Well,
the
yeah,
Ice
that's
Climbers.
the
So Wolf
thing.
is easier. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And people are clamouring for characters, so they're going to have to. They're going to have to get them out faster. I think.
If we get a newcomer, you're suggesting, pick a franchise. What's it going to be from?
I don't know anymore. Like newcomers now,
They've
it's
covered
become-
the bases, haven't
They
they?
covered the basis of everything that pretty much we wanted. The only thing that we didn't get that people really wanted was Ridley.
But Sakurai's already said he doesn't want to fucking do it.
But Sakurai doesn't want to do it, which is fine. I don't care about Ridley enough to care about that. I probably pissed about 5 people off.
Well, there's only 4 watching, so.
Well, there we go.
Finn, is
Yeah,
that October the 3rd Is that the day the poll closes? Because in which case then
Yeah, no, it's 3/10/2015, and obviously in America.
I didn't even see a date.
Yeah, no, that rings a bell actually.
I wouldn't be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10,
I think
3,
they was
15.
down.
Is it? Okay, I didn't even see that at all. That's interesting. That was obviously the release date of Smash 3DS.
That's a very long way off.
That is a very long way. Yeah, that basic what that means is we'll get Lucas in June, Wolf or whoever it is in bloody I don't know, September, and then
2017.
no.
Then nothing.
And then-
Well, they won't even start working on it until the things collapse.
Hello Optic Bullet. Yeah, I didn't even see it, but that's kind of cool though. I think we could get a newcomer and then plus the character that everyone voted for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Um,
maybe.
possibly.
I think we'll get more stages, and I think DLC
Definitely.
packs will be announced. They'll be like, here's DLC pack 1 with Wolf, whoever,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
stages.
It's
some Mii
easy.
Fighter
It's easier if
skins.
they put it together rather than do it as all individual
much
things.
easier.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So much faster as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
You just get a couple of characters, 4 stages.
I personally don't want to be trawling through the shop trying to buy loads of shit. I just
No.
want it all there in a convenient way for
Yeah.
me to consume.
yeah. Admittedly, like I was going to say, like Mario Kart does it, but it's far easier for Mario Kart because they literally just get a character model, plonk in a car.
Yeah, exactly.
And the tracks have to be in cups anyway, so...
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, with Smash, you need to balance the game with every character you bring and stuff, but they are obviously doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah. Speaking of Mario Kart 8, another prediction of mine, we'll get DLC Pack 3 announced,
And 4, maybe?
yeah, maybe.
Well, they'll
and
say
4.
there is a 4.
Yeah, because they did 1 and 2 at the same time, so maybe.
Yeah.
And this is my wild prediction, but DLC Pack 3 will contain Bowser Jr. and or Kamek.
That would be awesome.
So
That would be awesome.
Bowser Jr. needs to be in the bloody game already,
Yeah,
but
Bowser Jr. has to be.
Well, it'd be convenient given that we're getting
He
an
was in
amiibo
fucking
of it.
Dabble Dash.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. I think.
Do you reckon it'll have what the theme, the overall... Because they sort of had themes so far. Was
I think we could
Zelda
I think
and
we could
then
be due
Animal
for a villains pack, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, King Boo.
Yeah, so do
Oh,
I.
King
Well,
Boo.
yeah,
King Bowser Jr., Kamek, and King Boo. My
That'd be
money is on
awesome,
the table.
yeah.
Yeah. However, they could do something neat
Finn
and
wants
do
Diddy
like Diddy Kong's missing as well. Diddy Kong. To be honest, the Mario Kart 8 roster is shit. That's the worst part about the game.
Fucking...
Because the rest of the game's
Pink Gold.
fine.
Just
Pink
bring
Gold
back
Peach.
Double
Oh,
Dashes.
shit.
Just bring back
Cat
Double Dashes
Peach.
roster.
Yeah,
That was good.
yeah. But I also think we might get specific Mario Kart 8 amiibo. So I'm talking about people in cars.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It might happen, it might not, because we already have Mario Kart 8 functionality. Having said that, if we don't get that, we'll get just more amiibo that can work with Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
So, Fire Emblem, I think we'll get a Western release date. I think we have to.
I think we need to. They have to. It's like it'll be almost released by then.
Well, they'll at least give the
Almost.
States. Maybe not Europe, if Europe's going to be even
Yeah.
longer.
They might focus it
That
down
might have to wait till
a
Gamescom,
season.
maybe. Because obviously that is in
Yeah.
Europe.
We
Yeah.
might get it down to a season or a month or something, but
Yeah, we might not get the exact... That might be
Yeah,
a direct
yeah.
as to come.
Yeah.
um,
So, before I move on to your Nintendo predictions, because you got some of the same as me, so you can do some of them as well.
Yeah. Well,
I
sure,
also
yeah.
think they will spend time this E3. Just quickly, Finn, Birdo. Like, I don't care about Birdo either,
No.
but it's the same. It's the same as like Lucas in Smash Brothers. I like just more characters being there, especially in Mario Kart's case when Birdo would create more of a variety than people like Ping or Peach. But either way, I think at this E3, Nintendo are going to spend a decent amount of time introducing their new membership program that gets rid of
Yeah.
Club Nintendo.
That's good. They're going to spend a good 15
Yeah,
minutes on
they
that,
don't have to.
although
They don't have to talk about NX, because we know it's going to be a big part of NX anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they did talk about it, I think they would mention NX. But yeah, I think we'll get that. I think they'll tell us like this is what it's all about.
I'm looking.
There are
forward to
trophies.
that, like-
There better be bloody trophies. I'm telling you.
Well, there's a
I'm-
lot.
I'm looking
there's a
forward to
lot
that.
riding on it,
Yeah,
to
I
be
think so
honest.
as well. I think so as well. All we really know so far is it's one encompassing thing, which to me sounds like an Xbox Live
Well,
or
like
PSN,
PSN,
sort of
yeah.
thing,
Well, I think they
Yeah.
need to catch up. Obviously,
It's about time.
they've
Yeah,
obviously
it really
recognised
is.
they're particularly weak in that area, and obviously they've said we're doing another console in NX
Yeah.
for whenever it is, and they need to have the same kind of system that everyone
They
else
need to have
does.
this infrastructure, this ecosystem. Yeah.
And if they build it up now, they're not going to have the problem when the new one comes out and go, shit,
Yeah.
none of it works.
Yeah.
Well,
being-
that's the thing. Sorry, I was just going to quickly about to say, like, some people might be like, well, the NX isn't coming out for maybe 2 years yet, so they're not going to talk about the new thingy. That's not true, because Club Nintendo is out of here by the end of this year.
Yeah.
So they need to
So
replace
the new
it.
one is going to be in by the end of this year, and there's no better way to trial it than on the Wii U.
Yeah, Wii U, 3DS.
Yeah,
they'll
exactly.
Well, yeah, you think about the
there'll
Wii
be a
U. There's
massive
only
overhaul of
9 million
software.
of them, so you're not going to piss off an army of people.
Yeah.
And also, there aren't that many games that people go online, so you're not going to have to deal with all these problems all at once.
Yeah,
It's
the
things.
things that you end up having party issues will be when you get to do things like maybe Splatoon. You know, that's the perfect game for them to
Oh, for
trial,
matchmaking
like
things.
matchmaking and
Yeah.
partying and stuff like that.
The day Nintendo get parties, it's gonna be so good.
That'd be awesome.
They need to-
Parties, they need a dedicated
thing is,
shop. I mean, I know they've got one, but
it's
it needs to
not.
be better.
Yeah,
The
the other shops are better. The marketplace and the
other shops are better. And just all that kind of stuff. They just need to catch up.
I don't even think they're, obviously PlayStation and Xbox have both got their good home screens. And the Nintendo one's a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I agree with you. I kind of feel
I
like
think the 3DS is alright. It's the Wii U's definitely a mess.
Nintendo. The thing with Nintendo, ever since the Wii, have now gone with this whole tile system.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, I don't like it.
Not the way. I don't like it as much. The Xbox is the worst in my opinion.
That's just because it's
All
Windows
my-
8 and Windows 8 is terrible. That's
The
a whole other
PS4
argument.
has a great UI. I
All
think,
my
but-
all my 3DS ones is all organised in folders and stuff. Like I've got just a folder for the 3DS games and a folder for all retro games and stuff like that.
Couldn't do that showing the Wii U properly though.
But you could do that on the Wii U. You can do create folders and
Okay.
stuff. Yeah. You just hold it down and
fair.
just create a folder.
Like
But-
a phone.
It's there's something about that because it's on the screen and it's quite big. It's not like
It's not sleek.
it doesn't seem right
Yeah.
to be on a.
Well, yeah, it's not
to
sleek.
be on the TV.
It's not sleek.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit clunky.
It's okay to be on a 3DS because it's
Mhm.
handheld. You can touch it and
Yeah, I guess you can get away with it a bit more then.
I feel like, and this isn't really Nintendo's style, but they need to get an identity and stick with it in terms
Yeah.
of their layout.
This is what we're doing.
Yeah, and it doesn't really help that they have obviously the 3DS, and the 3DS isn't even big. Is a bigger player than their home console, which is so weird. It's like the first time that's ever happened.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like Sony, like the version on Vita looks exactly the same. Oh no, actually, it
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
The Vita,
Vita
is
has those
different.
bubbles, which are
Yeah,
horrible.
Vita's
They're awful.
weird.
You're right. It does.
Um,
That's not good.
I think they'll change that.
Well, it used to be the PSP.
It used to be the
was
XP.
like,
PSP was
yeah.
PSP was perfect.
Just
it was
the
exactly the
XP,
same
yeah.
as the PS3, wasn't it? They need to get people need to standardise this stuff.
Yeah.
Microsoft do that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one good. They just standardise shit stuff. That's the problem.
It might get better because they've already said they're going to make a version of Windows 10 for all this stuff.
Yeah.
So that should be better.
So, what are your predictions for Nintendo?
Well, Star Fox, I said we'll get dates and we'll be shown that
Definitely
because
dates.
that's their big game for.
Star Fox
2015.
dates plus maybe even Amiibo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
What, Fox in a ship or something like that? Maybe
I'm kind of working on the basis now that pretty much any game that comes out,
we'll get an amiibo.
there's
Yeah.
a high chance that we're going to get
Like
an
a
amiibo.
major release.
Unless
at
it's
least,
it's
anyway,
got to be a major release, not something stupid and small. But yeah,
Yeah, definitely. I also said we'll get an amiibo game of some sort. It's kind of a given.
video game. Yeah.
I think so. Well, I hope it's a given.
Smash MK DLC, we covered that. Honestly, I'm not convinced they won't do anything about Pokemon.
Yeah.
I mean,
same.
I know they haven't said anything.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's not how they normally do things, then maybe they won't. But
I think we could get Pokemon Amiibo sort of thing.
yeah, that Pokemon will get mentioned even if it's not a
It's
game.
fact.
Because it's such a big thing. They're going to beat the stick. They're going to beat you with the stick.
You know what would be really fucking sneaky that I've just thought of for
What?
them to do? Pokemon Amiibo cards.
Oh, they will. They'll
Oh,
do that.
no.
Like a trading card thing.
Yeah.
They'll do that. They will do that.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's already thinking, shit, this is going to cost me money.
Yeah.
That's what that face is saying. It's, I can't afford
I
this.
reckon it could happen.
No, it's more of a. I'd rather have statues.
No, well they're obviously not going to do that because it's
They're
700
obviously not
Pokemon.
gonna do that, man.
I reckon we could get statues because they'll milk the Pokemon Amiibo train. It's coming. Believe me, the train's coming.
Oh, the train's coming, yeah.
We'll get Amiibos of the starters
Yeah.
and their evolutions.
Only the original
Yeah.
ones.
Maybe not. I think we could get all of them.
Initially, only the original.
Obviously, yeah, but I think we could eventually get all
Obviously,
of them.
we've got
and the
Pikachu,
legendaries.
and so yeah.
Yeah. And maybe some classic ones like. I mean, they
Maybe
might
some-
redo Pikachu and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Eevee.
Eevee
Come on, they'll-
could get
they'll-
some.
they'll-
Oh,
of
because then
course
they can
they'll
do all
Eevee.
the Eevees, yeah.
Eevee's so popular.
Oh, yeah, they'll do the
and
evolutions,
stuff like
yeah.
that, and they might do some really popular ones.
Someone like
in
Gengar
there.
would be cool. Dragonite would be
Gengar,
cool.
yeah, Dragonite,
Yeah.
all those sort of Pokemon that are
See,
really
yeah.
popular.
I don't think they'll bother branching out beyond the original 150 because they don't need to.
No,
they might do
don't
it down the
really.
line, but there's
They could do it for
It's very possible.
the
'cause
first 3 gens.
Well, I mean,
No, no one cares
Even
beyond
Gen
that.
3 is a little bit.
It's pushing it.
I almost kind of feel like though that the Pokemon Amiibo, the way it's done, is possibly already laid out for them. Think of how they do the Smash ones. They separate them into waves.
Yeah.
What if they just do the generations like that? So
Yeah,
we get
yeah.
generation. We get Wave 1, which is Gen 1, which will be the starters and the legendaries of Gen 1.
And then Gen 2.
Wave 2 will be
Gen
that as well.
3, yeah. It's a shame.
And then they'll flesh the rest of that with fucking cards.
It's a shame they can't time it, or maybe they could time it with release. Obviously, they've released fucking new version of Ruby and Sapphire, so they can't do it for Gen 3. But Gen 1 could be in some way timed for the potential remake of Red and Green.
Yeah.
And that'll be how that
He's on
comes
with
out.
that.
Obviously,
He's on with that.
Gold and
I mean,
Silver
like-
isn't getting that again.
In
but-
fact, I can see it now. He'll be like, we have this Pokemon Fire Red again 3DS game, but here is the Amiibo lineup
Yeah.
of the original.
yeah, it could.
He'll be like,
happen.
now you can take your Pokemon with you with the Amiibo lineup or some rubbish.
Yeah.
I can see that definitely happening.
It could happen.
And your money just going.
And your bank manager going, you know, you've got no money. I know.
I know. I think. Put this in terms of Pokemon anyway. We're due a new game, a new Pokemon game, not a remake.
The next game.
We are
is
just
gonna
the
be
next
that one.
game. We're just due a new game. They're not going to do a remake again.
Not two games on the bounce.
Like Sapphire and Ruby, I don't think actually did that well. I wouldn't quite me on this, but I don't
know, I'm
think
not
they
sure.
did that well.
Oh, you mean the old ones?
no,
it's
no,
in
the
selling.
new
Okay.
ones. I
Look up
don't.
sales figures.
I don't know about the new
I
ones.
can't bother. I'm not sure, but
Possibly not.
it
though.
seems like they didn't do. It feels like they didn't do it.
Everyone really wanted it, but I
It is
guess.
on sales
Yeah.
figures.
Yeah, I'm
Good
putting
man.
sales figures up.
good, yeah. But so I don't think we'll get a remake until a next anniversary or something, maybe, or I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna. The next Pokemon game will be a new game. I don't think it's gonna be this year.
Okay.
I just don't think it's gonna be this
Why is
year.
it so hard to create new Pokemon? Do you think that's why they?
I wouldn't say it's hard. Well,
Well, maybe they're
they
struggling.
came
that's
out with
why
fucking
there's-
Garbodor. It's like,
Yeah, that shows they're struggling.
actually, yeah, it probably does.
That's why if they leave it a year, so they've. Had
I think they need to
2
leave
year
it a
gap.
year. Like I said this last podcast, they need to leave it a year. They need to recollect themselves, work out what they're doing with themselves. You know, work out what people actually want from Pokemon game nowadays.
Or not just churn out the same.
Yeah,
same
exactly. I
old
think they
thing.
need to not reinvent it, because at the end of the day, it's not broken.
Mm.
They just need to tweak a few things. You know, think about new features that they can do to expand the game a little bit more and that sort of thing.
Yeah. You got any more Nintendo predictions, or are we moving on?
I'm not. They might say something about Mario at some point. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do with that, but
Yeah, again for the 30th anniversary thing, I think.
yeah.
Yes.
Quick thing here. Certainly up till midway through December. Oh no, sorry. Following the European launch, 7.7 million had been sold. So this is just after, and that was 135% of X and Y. So it did better than the previous game.
I did it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's interesting.
That's
That's not 7.7 is not massive. By
no, but that
Pokemon
was in like a
standards,
week. I can't
Oh, in a week? Oh, fair
VG
enough.
charts is a pain on mobile, so I can't find a good number.
Right,
Okay,
sure.
fair enough.
The original Duo though sold 16.2 million worldwide.
What?
That was the Game
Ruby
Boy.
and Sapphire.
That was the
They
Game
were the
Boy.
best-selling games on Game Boy.
Yeah,
Game Boy
yeah.
Advance.
Fair enough.
So moving on to PlayStation then.
Yeah, I guess so.
Do you want to start, or shall I start? Or Matt and Tom maybe.
I could say a few things about PlayStation.
Go on then.
Get on with it.
Okay, well, obviously, Uncharted 4's a given. That was another, well, as I said with Zelda, the fact it was supposed to come out initially was planned for this year, so they've got to have something. They showed off the teaser trailer last E3, and then we got some gameplay footage, which that wasn't released at an event, was it? Or
What?
the gameplay footage?
Yeah, that was a PlayStation Experience.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Gameplay trailer, or a bigger cinematic trailer would be good.
Yeah. Did you say if you think we get a release date or not?
I think we will get a release. I think we have to. I think they've delayed it. I think because they work.
I think
well.
we might get a month. I don't
I
think,
don't think
we'll
we'll get that. It's going to go through another E3.
Really?
That doesn't mean we won't get that month though.
No, I don't think they're going to tell us that.
They might say
not a
spring.
year and a bit in
They'll say
advance.
spring.
Or a season.
They'll say
yeah.
fall 2016.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to get told.
Yeah, probably. As if we didn't know that already.
And what else for Sony? That's really all I can say for Sony. Last of Us sequel.
Well,
Why
thanks
not?
for your input.
Last of Us sequel.
Last of Us
It's
sequel.
too early for that, I think.
They're too busy
I don't
working
think that's
on
gonna happen either.
Uncharted, but
Yeah.
They won't. Yeah, that's too early for that, I think.
I'll
You got
throw in
anything?
a couple then. Yeah, I've
No.
got plenty. I think they will reveal the first bit of Bloodborne DLC. After the scores and the sales, there's no way they're letting that new IP go. No way, and it's too early for a sequel. But
is too early.
Bloodborne came out obviously last month. That's 3 months off E3. That's plenty of time for some DLC.
There's plenty of
to be
time for them just
Yeah.
to say they're
Yeah.
going to do something.
Yeah.
It's a big DLC type of game. You can easily fit. A
You just
new,
add another region
New
or something.
area,
region,
new area, new boss,
areas,
yeah.
you know, that sort of
I'll
thing.
buy it.
Easily.
Yeah, so would I.
New gear.
You know,
Yeah,
you're
I'll-
just going to level up for higher
Yeah,
levels.
exactly.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Is there a level cap on that game anyway?
Well,
No idea.
I actually
Do you
read
not
this
know?
the other day. Someone said it was 544.
That's a really random number.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
No, but I remember stuff like Elder Scrolls,
Seems a
the
bit-
highest you could get to was 87, and that's very random.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
So it's just when you've
Yeah,
maxed
I
out
dunno.
certain things, it just
Dunno.
adds up to
Yeah.
that, I guess.
But I definitely think we're ripe for some Bloodborne DLC. And I that game has gone down so well with both critics and the community that
I'll
I
tell
think
you what
people will go crazy
544
for
will
it.
be. All your stats will be 100. That's what that is.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I think... Sorry, what were you going to say?
Possibly, very slim chance, but just because of how it ended, Order sequel.
Nah,
No,
it's too
no,
early.
It's too early. I think it's too early.
Do you
I
think
don't
Sony
think people
might?
are going to want to hear about that yet.
Well, I don't know how well it's sold.
Knack sequel, maybe.
It only came out 3 months ago. It didn't sell
Yeah,
very well.
yeah.
We're not hearing about that.
Well,
this
what
year.
I spoke to some.
The
people-
Order?
They
It
said
came out
it's.
about a month ago.
Well, it will have been 4 from E3. I mean,
They said it
Oh,
sold.
right, yeah.
I spoke to people who worked in game, but are they reliable? They said it sold really well,
Well,
but
they might
people
be reliable.
traded in it
Yeah,
very
but
quickly.
that doesn't necessarily matter.
And-
Sales is
Yeah,
Sales is what matters because that's what the Sony developer get. I imagine the Order probably did sell well. The marketing machine for that game was incredible. But yeah,
so once you've broken
didn't
that
do
seal, you can't get a refund. So
great. Exactly.
just because you bought it didn't mean people were satisfied. It's an easy platinum. People.
I thought it was alright. Alright being the optimum word.
Yeah.
Um,
what date did it come out?
February 20th.
Right, so 3 weeks after it came out, it sold $750,000. That's not very good.
No, that's not great actually.
Was that
Is that
worldwide?
worldwide?
Yeah, that's across the entire
yeah.
world. Yeah, it didn't do very well.
Oh well. Well, I still think we might see another one though. I think you're right.
Yeah, but not this year.
Yeah,
next year
definitely not
maybe.
this year.
After what you said,
Could get Knack 2 this year though.
I hope not.
I don't.
No,
the
they'll-
thing
they'll
is,
do-
Knack
they'll
don't.
do
Yeah,
Knack.
they'll definitely do it, and I don't reckon it takes that long to make either. So
But
if
if they-
they're hurting for exclusives towards the end of the year, they might roll out Knack 2.
But they need to fix the fucking.
It should be called
issues.
Knackered.
Yeah, if that's what you're after.
Yeah, obviously they'll fix. They won't. They
Unfortunately,
won't do the same.
Can't comment on that.
They
yeah.
won't make the same mistakes.
No, they won't. I don't think so either. Speaking of sequels, though, I think we'll get a Titanfall 2 trailer.
What,
No
on
date.
Sony?
Yeah, no date. Nothing like way too early for a date. If anything, it'll just be a CG.
Or it'll literally just be the Titanfall logo.
Yeah, possibly something like that. Yeah, but I think Sony will be the ones to show off.
Purely because of their
Just
tie-in.
yeah,
of-
just for a middle finger.
yeah.
Yeah.
They'll paid a few extra hundreds of thousands of dollars. To
Oh,
Can
yeah.
we have you just at this?
Yeah.
And Microsoft can go and try.
Yeah,
So they'll
basically.
get Aaron Paul to do it again. They'll like Sharp. Be like,
No,
"Yeah,
Sony
Probably
don't do.
not.
Sony don't waste their money on celebrities because that's not what they're about.
Yeah.
Microsoft are the ones that
Okay.
do that.
Speaking of putting the middle finger up to Microsoft, they I think they'll continue their domination of Destiny and show some DLC.
Yeah, I agree with that. We're going to get DLC.
Yeah.
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 Well, there's obviously Destiny DLC because that game's that's all that game's about.
Yeah, but
Um,
it'll be like a really big pack or
yeah.
something.
With a whole new trailer and everything like that.
Yeah.
Just don't open with Destiny for Christ's sake.
Oh no, they
Yeah.
won't. Destiny
Yeah.
will be buried somewhere in the middle when it's all getting a bit boring.
Yeah, I think so as well, yeah. Which is remarkable
It'll be that.
really, when they used
It'll
to
be
open
it'll
with
be
Destiny.
right after the
Good bit.
indie section.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
There's always that lull,
Yeah, it
the
will
indie
be.
section, and then the boss comes out and talks about the. Sometimes he talks about interesting things like sales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then he talks about the crap no one cares about.
Do we think we'll get
powers?
Do we,
like
yeah, I
rubbish.
was gonna say, do we think we'll get powers?
No, they will not talk about
seasons-
TV. They will not talk about TV this year.
Yeah. I
They
actually
might talk about
feel like that
PlayStation
kind of-
TV, but they won't talk about their own shit.
It was really badly received last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't make that mistake again.
Yeah, I don't think they will either. I think No Man's Sky will get a big showing and a release date.
Well,
Yeah.
they pushed that last year as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
So
I think it'll get a trailer, and I think they'll plug it in even more that this is not coming to Xbox.
it'll be sometime the end of this year, or is it next year?
It must be
No
coming
idea.
soon. How long have we been?
Well,
we
we've been
known
waiting
about that
ages.
game?
Yeah,
That's
we've been
been-
We
waiting.
knew it was coming out in 2013. They first said this was
Yeah.
the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Last in that
Yeah.
It
that
must
year's
be.
E3.
It must be coming soon. In the
Possibly,
next...
but it's a really small group of people doing it.
Yeah, I
so
guess.
It's like a group
I
of 10
guess.
people in Guildford.
Yeah.
It could be taking them a lot of time.
I'm well excited for that game.
Yeah, that
That's
game
gonna be
needs to be
awesome.
good. So
Yeah.
I can, if it's going to take time, take it.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah, of
game
course.
I would like to play with the next thing I'm about to predict, which is Project Morpheus.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
No
also-
No Man's Sky would be awesome with Project Morpheus. But I don't know where you stand on this necessarily, but I think as far as Morpheus is concerned, we won't get a release date.
No,
No.
too early.
Yeah. But they could start talking about price, and I think we'll get a sizzle reel of some potential software.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely get. We'll get. I think we'll get. You know when they showed off PlayStation Move with the funny balls
Yeah,
on the.
yeah.
I think we'll get that kind of demo.
Yeah, some sort of maybe some sort of like tech demo game or something like that.
Well, that's all they've shown so
Yeah,
far. But
exactly.
I think we
I'm
might get a
talking more
proper
along the
game.
lines of proper games.
Yeah, I think we'll
That's
get
fair
that.
enough. Yeah.
Because there's only so long people are going to be like, all right, let's take them as a cool, but
And I think we'll get a price
not buying
point,
it for
and
tech
it
demo.
will be north of £200. I don't want it to be, but the kit in there, it's probably
It's
going to
got-
be
yeah.
north of £200.
It's a whole new thing though. These VR headsets, they're gonna be
Well,
be expensive.
You think about it, the only thing we've got to go on really are the dev prices of the Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
They ain't cheap, and
No.
Morpheus is more advanced than Oculus Rift,
Yeah.
so it will cost
But
more.
they can't sell it more than the price of a console. I really think they can't.
it won't be more than the price of a console.
No.
Because then they'll never sell any really. I think
Or-
they'll have trouble selling
or-
north of 200.
Or they'll do the opposite and they'll make it cheap and just take a fucking huge loss.
I think they might do that. They've already shown they're willing to do that because they did that with the PS4. It's paid off once.
yes, you
I
can
mean.
ask. Yeah, but the only problem with that is Sony are in shit financially anyway. PlayStation's just about getting them out of it.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
cannot afford to then be writing off hundreds of dollars
That's
on
true.
each unit.
Yes, you can. You can of course ask us a question. And Finn, one of my predictions is there will be a trailer for the new God of War.
I also completely agree with
Yeah.
that. I also think
Yeah, go on. You may as well go because otherwise I'm going to say all yours. I think.
it's about time. Gran Turismo 7. They're gonna.
Yeah.
It'll come up. We might not get any. It'll get mentioned for the first time.
Yeah, it'll just be that Gran Turismo on the screen.
Yeah, and then
just fades.
I
back.
might pass out.
The screech of a wheel.
Yeah,
And then we'll just be like,
I might start dribbling. Or
Everyone
something.
in the auditorium goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will be.
we'll be jumping up at a computer desk.
Yeah.
And,
I'll be like,
Why are you called 8-Brit Gaming? Who wants to take that one?
because we're British and it's a play on 8-bit, so it's 8-bit gaming, so we're 8-Brit Gaming. There you go.
Yeah, thank you, Finn.
Finn covers all bases.
I think we'll get the last Guardian.
Yeah, I think we'll get Last Guardian as well. I was agonising over that prediction actually because I was like,
I know everyone said it every single year, but they
Yeah.
bothered to renew the trademark. And it's what the console. This is the third E3 that PlayStation 4.
how much is
has been in.
£200?
Presumably
in
in
dollars, I
dollars.
suppose.
I assume it'll be $250. We'll just get screwed out, so £200. £200 is about $320 at the moment.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
20.
We're all about 21.
Yeah.
Although you're 22.
22.
So
Yeah, so we're 21 and a half.
yeah.
22.
We're all nearly 20.
We're 22.
Yeah.
Who is Figment? I have no idea.
Finn.
Who is Finn?
Oh,
Finn's our mod. Finn's awesome.
yeah.
I think we'll get Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and
I think we'll
Clank,
get
yeah.
two things from Ratchet and Clank. We'll get a new game, and
Movie.
we'll get movie.
I think we'll get a new trailer.
There'll be a trailer for the movie, but I think we'll also get a new. The first three games remade for PS4 because the movie's based on the first game.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
So it will be
Like-
that.
See, they did that recently with.
Yeah, but it was on PS3.
PS3,
It was a couple of years ago, I reckon.
In
they'll
fairness,
again.
it was quite late. It was getting to the point where PS4 was coming out. I bought them and I never played them.
I played them a bit. I would buy it again.
I loaded the first one up. I did the first couple of missions, but I never went back to them. I regret it. So actually, that'd be really cool.
I think they'll do it because they need to get Ratchet and Clank back because obviously it's a big franchise of theirs. They've got a movie.
In terms of that, then I'm guessing. Do you have another prediction that's about Sly?
I have the exact same prediction about Slide.
The exact. Yeah, there we go.
I'm not sure they have a new game for that one though. I would like them to have a new game for that one.
Well, there is going to be a new game coming.
Yeah, we know there's going to be a new game, but I'm not sure Whether we'll get that this year, purely because that film and everything about that's next year.
Yeah.
So
But
we
it won't
might
tie
wait.
in with the film again.
No, it
because
won't.
Obviously it's
No, but they may still release it around it just because of media
Got a hype
hype.
for
Yeah.
both of them, yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
But I thought that about Ratchet and Clank, but I think if they're going to release a brand new game and then this film which is retelling the first game, people aren't going to get it. Well,
Is the Ratchet
Gamers.
film the first game?
It's a lot of it's the first game because obviously they go through all how they meet. There are also elements from other bits, but they're relying heavily on things like Captain Quark. Spoilers if you haven't done it, but this is from like 2002. Who's obviously quite heavily involved.
You don't get any spoiler warnings of
In
this.
in the first one and
third.
but
Is he in the second one as well? I can't
I
remember.
can't remember who's mentioned the second one.
Third.
The third one is just some kind of hanger-on secondary character. In the
Yeah.
first one, he's actually kind of
Well, he's
Okay.
First one is a
important.
big thing.
yeah, he's part of the story. So I think that I'd like to hear something about Infamous, but I don't think it'll happen purely because they
it's
only
been-
just listed the job for some senior.
Yeah, I think it's
designers.
been I think it's a bit too soon for Infamous.
Possibly
Still. Like,
that might be a next year job.
When was that?
Last
2013.
November.
No, it's
2014, sorry,
14.
March.
This time last year.
But you never know.
Was it this time last year Infamous came out?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not too
Second
soon.
Son was same time as Titanfall was March.
My God, that was.
I think we could get a trailer for a new Infamous game.
we could actually.
Or some DLC.
I think it'd
Yeah,
be
we
a
could.
Second
teaser.
piece of DLC maybe.
Yeah, possibly, but I almost feel like it's
Bit
too
like a
late.
standalone. Yeah,
Like, it was August.
I think-
first,
I
like,
think
came
you're
out.
Well,
right.
it has to be third something.
it is a bit. It is a bit late for a
Another
DLC.
Yeah, I do think we could get a new game. I think
New
that'd be
game
cool.
could be
A
cool.
new game would be awesome.
I think
Yeah.
my final
Sequel.
thing for Sony, and this is because it's been waiting for a while, Guerrilla Games will finally show up and tell us what they've actually been doing.
Yeah.
And it won't be Killzone.
The concept art we've seen looks incredible if that's actually legit. I don't. Just to go back to Infamous very quickly.
Yeah.
You just before you moved away, you said a sequel. I'd rather it wasn't. I don't necessarily want it. Delsim's all right. I'd rather play it
Standalone,
somewhere else.
yeah,
Though.
Just keep it within the infamous.
The whole
Give me new powers.
I like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the idea of doing standalones as well. Like this was a nice change from. I mean, I played the first Infamous. I didn't play the second one for some reason, but it was a nice change. It was new characters, you know, awesome powers, fucking neon powers.
Neon's
awesome.
Yeah,
So
I don't think you need
Um,
to, because the characters aren't.
You don't need to keep this. No, you're right. You
They're
don't
not the
need to
best
keep
characters in the world, so you don't need to just
Fetch is all right.
Yeah, Fetch
Delsim's
was
not
awesome.
great.
fetch as DLC characters. Man.
Fetch is great.
Fetch is in the main game.
Well, yeah, I know, but the DLC exists purely because.
Oh yeah. But that proves how good she is in regards to Delsim.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, that's true. That's just poor decision on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Their part.
No, you're right. New standalone Infamous.
If that's what they get known as, you know, Infamous is they are just separate games within this Infamous
awesome.
umbrella. That's fine.
It'd be
Like
awesome, yeah.
Dead Rising is different characters. Three's not very good. but-
Shawib Munir, if you want us to dance on camera for you in the wrong place, I'm afraid, my friend.
Although if there's $1 million in it, it could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you go down, you'll see a donation button. And,
Yeah, you could donate and Tom will dance for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will actually. £10 minimum.
He will dance for £10, people.
Yeah, I will.
Do it.
I might even do it.
I don't think I've got anything else to say. 'Cause
Yeah, I haven't really got anything else for PlayStation.
Well, just can I bring up? You said Last Guardian. Do you think that could be released this year?
No.
No.
Well, I kind of think because it's been in development so long, renewed the trademark.
Yeah.
Other than Bloodborne, we've got there's that gap, and lots of other people have been
I
talking
think Guerrilla
about.
Games will fill that gap.
And there's bound to be something else as
Yeah,
well, I think, that we
But
don't know
couldn't
about.
it be Last Guardian?
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
It could be, but I reckon Last Guardian, they don't want to spring on us. Because everyone will just be like, hang on, whoa, what the fuck is this?
It's actually happening, yeah. That's.
Last Guardian was originally PS3. I'm almost 100% certain it's now PS4. That's why it's taken so long.
yeah.
They had to
Yeah.
start again, completely.
The only thing with Last Guardian is it's gained a bit of a cult following, obviously, but it's still very niche.
The thing is, it's not going to be as good as everyone's got, because
No.
it's been in development so long, it's going to be like Duke Nukem, where everyone's like,
Hopefully it won't be as bad as that, though.
no, true.
There's another game that's been in development called Agent, but its trademark got renewed last year.
Yep.
It's a Rockstar game, so it's basically
Oh, yeah.
GTA / LA Noir sort of Cold War era spy thing. But the fact that GTA 5 got remastered and this got delayed, but potentially it could be out, or they might say, "Here's the release date. Here's a trailer."
If so, it won't be in Sony's conference.
No,
Rockstar
yeah,
won't
it'll
do
be,
anything at E3 like that,
Did
because
I
they
not?
have no
No.
affiliations with anybody whatsoever.
Yeah. Okay.
They
yeah.
just.
Rockstar
make,
tend to
they make
reveal
big
shit
games
on their
and
own
then just,
stuff.
Yeah.
just chuck it at everyone.
But just to
Unless you're
mention it,
Nintendo.
just Red Dead Redemption 2, maybe. But that's not Sony, but just I'm throwing it out there.
Maybe.
I don't think it's that much. People would
Is
rather
there
have
much
GTA
appeal? Yeah.
6.
Yeah, and even then,
but we're not going to get
still,
a GTA
we're still,
6
No,
for
but
a while.
I don't
Grand
think we're
Theft
going
Auto
to get
games
much
take
from Rockstar for a while.
ages
to
to
be
yeah,
honest.
yeah.
Also, you got to remember,
will go quiet
Rockstar
for
is still in
ages
the
now.
middle of a massive lawsuit, so they've got other things
Are
to be
they?
thinking.
Yeah.
They're still in the middle of the massive lawsuit with Lindsay Lohan
Oh, that's
suing
oh,
them.
They did just release Heists as well after that
Yeah.
was a long period of development for them.
Yeah, they've been working on that for ages,
Yeah.
so I don't think they've actually got anything else.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's pretty much it for PlayStation.
Well, something that, to appease you, if it comes, MGS5 might be at Sony's one.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, I think
Just with a date. Because obviously, Konami have obviously abandoned Kojima saying anything. Oh no, we've got a date, haven't
We have the date,
September,
yeah,
yeah.
September.
So we might see something, maybe not by
we're
then.
going to get a new trailer. Kojima in January or February tweeted a photo of him at his editing keyboard, and the last time he did that, it was a month before we got a trailer. But
Yeah,
know,
but
that was
obviously the
2
shit
months
that's
ago.
been going on with him,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think
Apparently his name is back on some of the box art now.
that's probably because he threatened them with a
Yeah.
lawsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, well, there was a lot of loads of people signed petitions to have his name back on. But we have to get a trailer. I think it seems the best place if this is going to be the final Metal Gear Solid game.
Mm.
Even Konami will
I
advertise
imagine the
it at
trailer will
E3,
be quite.
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
if they fall.
It would
Quite
feel
big.
better if it was coming, but I mean, obviously they flirted away from Sony with Rising and this, but it would kind of feel better if it was back at its spiritual home when it
Yeah.
finished on PlayStation, because obviously that's where it
Yeah.
was and has been
I
pretty
think
much
that's,
its entire
that's
life.
possibly going to happen. Yeah, I think they'll make a massive deal of it as well.
Yeah,
But
but only if
I
it's the
guess, yeah, I'll
last.
be
Only
glossing
if it's
over
the
that
last
section.
one, though. If it's not the last one, then it really doesn't fucking matter.
yeah,
Well,
I think
the last
I think it pretty much
video
is the last one. Yeah.
Kojima one.
Yeah, I think it'll die.
So probably move on to the last one now. Xbox. I know we've all got a lot to say.
Well, I've got
I've got a
something to
few
say.
I've got a bit to
predictions.
say as well.
Halo.
Yep.
Halo will open.
Halo
Sorry,
will
now
open.
there.
Yeah. Halo will open.
Oh no, I was saying it wasn't going to be there. No, of course. Yeah, Halo. Your Twitch alliance vote just.
We'll do
no,
that later.
shouldn't. Don't I? We should,
Saving me.
don't I?
Yeah.
Twitch will-
Halo will open.
Halo open. Yeah.
Although, actually, you say that because I think we all expect Halo. I might think Tomb Raider will open because they got
Nah,
the exclusive.
you open on something massive, Halo.
But they
Yeah.
paid a lot of money for Tomb Raider exclusive.
Halo's
so
still
they'll-
much bigger for them than Tomb Raider, and they own Halo.
Yeah. Okay.
They'll definitely like that was like Sony opening on Destiny.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like the biggest thing they've got, all thing you open on it.
They didn't open on Halo last time, did they? They opened on Call of Duty.
Yeah, but they finished on Halo, didn't they?
No, they finished on Crackdown.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, well, Halo wasn't done then.
Halo was their mid-piece.
I think Halo will open this time purely because it's like, ta-da, here we go, finally done, and it'll be a big.
I think
trailer.
Halo might open as well. I think-
Or they'll show us some gameplay footage, and they'll just do that for the
I
first
think
10,
they'll do
15
both.
minutes.
I think they'll do both. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean
think
like
it's-
physically, they'll have people on stage, and they'll just be
Yeah,
playing
that's
it.
what I think's gonna happen. I think they'll have a trailer and then that'll happen.
Yeah.
I think that's inevitably gonna happen. They'll show bits of the campaign.
Yeah.
Whether they might open with it. Yeah, they might. They might. They might open with COD again, but that's kind of old hash.
I'll tell you what I think they'll
Last time.
finish on though is Gears of War,
100% they're going to finish on Gears of War. Yeah.
and it'll just be a trailer.
They need to finish on Gears of War for Christ's sake. They
Well,
can't keep dick teasing that game.
They need, yeah. They're obviously Gears of War will be next year, I think. So they will finish on it, and they'll have the first proper length trailer.
Gears of War will be next Christmas. I think he's the director
What?
of Black Tusk,
Black
which
Tusk,
is
yeah.
now doing Gears, has basically been saying like, yeah, we're going to be at E3, and like look out for it. So, they'll finish with that. Oh man, I can't wait. Like, they'll finish and the screen will go black,
And then you get the icon.
and then it'll go dun, 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 and then that skull will appear, and
Yeah.
everyone will be like, "Wah!" Oh man, it better be good.
And then you'll end up buying an Xbox One.
Yeah, pretty much.
There
It
is
better
a
be
risk,
good.
obviously. I
Yeah.
hope the game is good, but obviously the last one wasn't fantastic.
Yeah, we do have some hope though, because
Yeah.
the director of the first three's back.
I think Tomb Raider will be in it. I'm not sure they'll open it, but they will definitely push Tomb Raider heavily because, as you
Yeah.
said, they spent money on it.
Yeah. Which I'm really annoyed
Tomb Raider
about.
will be big. Yeah, it'll have a big showing.
Yeah, just because they've made such a big thing.
And they'll probably
we've got
end
it.
with like only on Xbox One.
Yeah, of course it will. They've sort of got the advantage now because Uncharted 4's now not in the way.
Mhm.
They might. Oh my god, someone's actually spent money.
Oh wow! Thank you for the donation.
Have they really, or is this just a prank?
No, hold on. Looking for it. Can't see it. Dance Monkey Dance.
Ah, Finn, get out.
Get dancing, Tom.
Is that real?
Yeah,
Finn
donated
$10.
money.
Thanks for the donation,
You
Finn.
gotta dance.
Get dancing.
How much of that money do I get?
Be like,
None of it,
no,
not
no,
now.
go-
All money we make goes back into the.
Jesus. Why?
I think we should do this after the podcast.
Yeah.
Like, you just prepare your dance, right?
Okay.
Yeah, think about it.
I will do it though. I've got.
Well,
We've got like a hula skirt out there or
Yeah.
something.
No, fuck off.
Finn, thank you. That's
I can't
amazing.
believe you donated.
If only we were at 1,000 followers and you could dance in the leggings.
Oh, we shouldn't. No, see, I've worked out how we're going to get money now, Tom. You just need to be prepared to be doing
Keep
things.
offering your body every single podcast.
Two mail will do. They'll talk, as you were saying, they finished on Crackdown last year. They'll do Crackdown this year because we haven't heard anything since they finished on Crackdown last year.
Yeah.
What was that dragon game?
Scalebound.
Scalebound.
Yeah, they'll do something about that. I don't
Yeah.
think that's getting that much.
No, Fable they'll also do because Fable Legends
Yeah,
it's been a
sure.
while. since
Quantum Break's a big game for them as well. That just got delayed to 2016, but they'll do another
They'll still
trailer.
talk about
Is
that.
that time?
That's the time shifting one, yeah, where it stops time.
I think we'll get the inevitable Forza again because that's pretty much an annual franchise for them. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we'll have that. They'll have Call of Duty. I'm not sure they'll open on it. It won't be the first reveal of Call of Duty because they've got what
They
2 months.
always, Call of Duty always do it, mate.
Yeah, it's made. Yeah, so
Yeah.
They'll be the whatever Call of Duty is. That'll rock
Yeah.
up.
I think Xbox might get Rock Band. Rock Band's coming back with this year,
Yeah,
and one of
Rock
them's going to
Band
get it. And I just think it'll be Xbox.
I
don't
can
know
see
why.
it being.
I can't
Xbox.
see it being on PlayStation.
I can see it being an Xbox thing. Like it always was sort of an Xbox thing beforehand.
Well,
Rock
Guitar
Band.
Hero
Hero
was only on Xbox.
Yeah, Activision
Was
have always been really embedded with
No,
Xbox,
no, not the later ones, but there was at least one version that 360
only
had the
on-
PS2
okay,
didn't. I'm pretty
fair
sure,
enough.
or PS3. I'm pretty sure that was.
Yeah, because I definitely played it on the PS.
Oh, there were definitely were PS3 versions, but I don't think they all were.
yeah.
And when I got it, I remember I had it on 360. It was specifically a big deal. I think it actually had the only on Xbox thing on the box.
Yeah.
But don't quote, I might maybe 100% wrong.
Yeah.
And I reckon of another big third party game Microsoft has, they'll have Creed.
Yeah, they will have Creed, yeah.
Which is a shame.
Victory or Sharp. They
They'll
might
prob-
even open with that.
Maybe. I think
Or The Division.
they'll probably also show the Division. One of them they'll get a date, and the other one they'll just get footage.
Yeah.
And then the other one, in obviously the Ubisoft one, the other one that hasn't got a date will get a date there.
But pretty much this E3 we'll be getting dates for Victory, Division.
TG.
We
Well,
have
no.
to get a date for The Division.
If
has to
if
happen.
it's this year,
Well, if it's not, then fuck that game.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned.
and Siege.
Yeah, we might get a date
I
for
think-
Siege.
I
I'm not
think-
sure. I'm not sure.
If Siege isn't this year,
That's
I
what
think they're
I'm
in trouble.
expecting to happen. I think they'll be like 2016.
which I think they're in trouble. This year they've got a chance. It's only Call of Duty. this
However,
time,
they might be like February 2016.
which would be fine.
Yeah, I think I can see it happening. I don't know why. To me, that makes sense because then Ubisoft are basically competing with themselves, which doesn't seem to work nicely for them. Because then they've got Division, Siege,
They're both
Victory.
shooters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Victory not as much, but yeah, Division and Siege.
It's still a big selling game that they know people will want. That's true. And they know Siege will get killed. Even though it's
Yep.
probably going to be a very good game, it will get killed by the traditional FPS because it's different and people won't buy it.
Yeah.
And it's generally better for a different sort of game like that. Generally, new IPs, obviously Rainbow Six is not an IP, but it's generally better for them to come out in like early in the year when there's nothing else around.
So they maximise
Both
the shelf
sales
space.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
media attention.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
The internet has been nothing but Bloodborne for like last week.
Yeah.
And
Because
that
it's the only thing-
that just wouldn't be the case if it came out in November, unfortunately.
No, it'd get drowned out by sports games, you
Yeah.
Call of Duty. And obviously, that's the thing. They'll have FIFA and Madden and
Yeah, yeah,
Microsoft
all
will have
sports games,
Yeah, they
you
will.
know.
I mean, EA.
EA generally do that, though, don't they? They
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
tend to show off like FIFA at these other people's things.
Well, if they've got an exclusive
Depends, yeah.
thing, they'll
I suppose
talk
they've got
about
exclusive, yeah,
Depends,
yeah.
yeah.
EA, in terms of EA, obviously Battlefront, they'll
yep.
ship that one fucking heavily.
Well, yeah, I mean, we'll have already
I-
seen Battlefront by that point, which is cool.
But I reckon we'll see a lot of it at E3
Yeah, yeah,
still.
definitely.
I think
We'll get like campaign.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see some expansions for Sims 4. There's an expansion coming out.
Okay,
and
so
we'll
yeah,
see
yeah,
some
yeah, let's talk
expansions.
about that then. They
Definitely
will
see that.
We've
actually
talked about
talk,
some Plants vs Zombies.
I don't think we will.
No, I don't think we will.
I think they'll actually talk about Mirror's Edge 2 this time instead of going, oh, this is a thing we're doing. That'll actually get mentioned.
Yeah.
Even though that's also DICE and they've been doing Battlefront, it's obviously going to be separate teams.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
Theoretically, the EA one should be good this year because it should be everything they promised us last year
That'll
and
have
didn't
that'll-
deliver it.
If Titanfall is in Sony's, it'll also be in
Yeah.
EA's. If it's not in Sony's, it might still be in EA's
Yeah.
though. Obviously, they'll talk about the sports. Will they talk about Mass Effect? Because they
They
very
might talk about it, but
Are they
Maybe.
doing something?
We
yeah.
touched
Oh,
on it
Mass
last
Effect's
year.
being worked on now. They've shown some
Yeah,
concept
like
art,
I
but,
didn't realise they were still doing stuff with it. I
they've
thought it
recently shown
finished.
concept art.
I showed concept about 9 months ago.
well, they showed off stuff for Mass Effect very briefly at the E3, but
EA's E3 last year was bad, so they need to have
yeah.
a good one this year.
I think Mass Effect will get a CG trailer, no gameplay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
If that, I don't think they'll show it.
And they
this year.
might,
Maybe.
and this is a bit of a stretch because I think it'll be a while before it comes out, but they might at least mention, for all you people that aren't paying attention, Battlefield 5 is not this year.
Maybe.
And
In fact, it might just be hardline DLC.
Yeah.
no, because they probably won't need to talk about that because that'll all be in the premium pack.
They tend to reveal them though, don't they? Because you don't know
the-
what you're getting first. You know you're getting 4 packs, and then they're just like, here they are.
Yeah, that's
okay,
true.
they
Yeah,
might
they
do
don't
that.
always say what the names
They
are,
don't
do
just
they?
mention it.
Yeah,
Sort of
and
thing.
like they'll show off the maps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rubbish.
No one gives a shit about that. They're not going to be able to go, oh, by the way, new Battlefield playable right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
they
didn't.
won't do
It
that.
wasn't very good, but it was nice that they gave it to us.
If they were like, now there's a Battlefront demo on your
Man.
PlayStation.
My keyboard would be exploding while I'm trying to fucking get on it.
Yeah.
Do you remember the rush when Hardline? I was rushing to get involved in that.
Yeah,
It's like-
and we played it. We played about 2 matches,
And then we went on
stopped-
Battlefield
and
4.
Went back to Battlefield 4. So
But there won't be a Battlefront one.
Bethesda will
Oh,
maybe talk
finally.
about Fallout as well.
Yeah.
The first time they turn up, they'll
They'll
maybe
talk
talk
about Fallout and Tamriel Unlimited or whatever it's called. But I think that's about it really for our E3 predictions. Does anyone have any others?
Well, just add on, Fallout 4 will be this year. It'll be this
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
But it'll be after Tokyo Game Show probably because they're obsessed with it in Tokyo, so they'll want to go there with some
Well, it's,
exclusive thing that no one's talked about.
They might not give us a date in E3 for Fallout. They might be like to come out fall or Christmas. And
Maybe.
they'll be
Yeah.
like,
And
then
also
later
you're
on-
asking
then later
Tokyo,
on
it's
in
all
the
look
year.
out.
then later on in the year they'll just be like, yeah, it's come out.
But this is a game they won't delay because it's
They
been
won't delay Fallout, no.
it's been in development a long time, and I'm glad that they haven't said, okay, like last year, it'll be out March 2015.
Yeah.
No, it won't. It'll be out Christmas
Yeah,
2015.
no, they have kept the Fallout one under wraps. So it's-
Tokyo is September 17th to the 20th.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
I think they'll finalise shit for Fallout at Tokyo.
November release date.
Probably.
Yeah. The Elder Scrolls is generally November, or at least Skyrim wasn't
Yeah.
it? So
Fallout will probably be in that.
yeah, probably. That's pretty much it for the show today, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, thanks for joining
there's
us.
just one last thing that needs to happen.
Tom needs to dance.
He
Yeah.
needs to dance.
What dance do you want me to do? I don't really know what you want.
just
I don't know. Just dance.
do a jig or some shit. I don't know. Just get up and start dancing.
No,
Just do it.
Just go like, yeah.
Imagine
No,
someone's throwing money at your feet.
Yeah.
You have to get up and dance, man.
No, I'm not. No.
Yeah, come on.
They
Get
paid. They paid to see you dance.
That's a good point. These are
That
paying
was
customers.
a.
Look,
They
we'll,
might
we'll
sue
create
us.
we'll create
They-
a little floor
Yeah.
for you.
What do you want me to do? Just tell me.
just get up and
And be
dance.
like,
Jesus. You better be.
Finn, I hope you're watching. This has to be an extended dance. Do the monkey.
What a genius style.
Oh,
Have you missed another show? Unfortunately, Liam, you have just
Oh.
missed another show.
I'll do
Oh,
Gangnam
someone's
Style.
just about to do the Gangnam
that-
Style, though, Liam.
is
So-
Oh, do you know what you? Hang
that
on, I'm getting right fucking back. This is
that
going wrong.
Oh.
Oh dear.
That's the best you're gonna get.
Where are the 8-Brit leggings?
That's 1,000.
Yeah, we're about 800 something followers off that yet. So
900.
10.
well, no, because we're over 100 now. We're about 880 odd.
Okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah, that's 1,000.
I was rounding
Ronaldo.
up. I was rounding up.
Unfortunately, you have missed it. We will probably be playing a game after this, but we haven't actually decided what we're doing yet.
No, we've got no idea.
No,
about
we'll decide. We'll
£10.
decide afterwards. And
We were gonna ask them something about timings.
Oh, were we going to ask them that, or were we just going to do it?
We could just ask them.
Yeah. Well, okay. Anyone in the chat, just let us know. We obviously do this 8 p.m. GMT time.
Money well spent. I'm glad you like
At least you deliver.
Yeah.
How would you guys feel if we filmed this show at 9 p.m. GMT time? So we went from 9 till 10 our time.
So that would mean that we would have started half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys just want to let us know in the chat what you think about that. But other than that, we're pretty much wrapping up here now until we come back to
Yeah.
play a game. So, if you guys... Oh, obviously, if you guys have any other E3 predictions, let us know in the chat down the sides that'd be great.
While we work out what we're doing.
Yeah, while we decide what we're going to do. But other than that, thanks for joining us again. I'm Tom Powter, this is Javid Rahman, Tom Roach and Matt Stevens. And we're 8-Brit Gaming. What are you laughing at?
No,
I
it's-
saw it on
I
his
just
tablet.
saw him dancing.
Oh.
oh.
That's the time I think you're talking about.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, so maybe we'll have to try that next week.
I
then.
think we are. 'Cause, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Alright, cool. I don't mind. Excellent. Alright, well,
Okay,
we'll
see
see
you
you
in a
guys in a bit. So
We'll be back
thanks
in
for
a sec.
watching. See you later.